Okay, let's suppose you have a number of presentations and sometimes you want to use slides in your older presentations that you created some time ago for your new presentations so you can reuse the same slides. Okay, let's check how you can do that. Let's first open, let's say, some presentation. Just click open and it will load like 6 files that we have in these presentations. You see there's different slides. And let's do this. We just click on File and Append. The Append feature gives you 3 options. You can append another presentation at the beginning of the one that you work on right now. You can append after current slide, which is like slide number 1 right now, or at the end. So let me just append at the end. And it will ask me which presentation do I want to, let's say, add, and I can choose, let's say, this one. Doesn't matter. So what happens right now, I have 8 slides. So I had 6, now I have 8. One interesting thing here to know is that the background of my first main presentation was still preserved. It was not changed. So you have one presentation background in the first presentation. When you load the new one, it will kind of lose its main background. That will adopt the background of the presentation that you work on right now. The file name didn't change. It's still the same file name as the presentation that I was working on. So if I'll save it, it will update it, or I can save as into a new file name. Okay, so now we have so we're done with this presentation. So what we're gonna do now is let's create a new presentation. I don't want to save these changes. I'll just create a new presentation and I call it let's say something like my company. Quite often you have to talk about your company, you have to present it, or maybe present a plan, a marketing plan, or something like this. So let's just move this out of the way. And what we're going to do now is we're going to append slides. So if you just go to File, Append, and after the current slide, I'm going to insert something here. Now if I'll go to the folder shared to me, there's a folder called Public. And the folder called Public has a new folder called Slides. These are different slide layouts. Let's just look on the first one. Let's suppose you want to, let's say you want to talk about the problem that you're trying to solve with your company. Okay, and this gives you like a cascaded glass boxes with the main problem and sub items, maybe some comments you want to make. You can do the same in the bullet list, but this way it looks a little bit more interesting for the audience than if you just list this as a text items. You see it also has some animated graphics over here, and these items, they show one at a time. And of course you can change the colors, you can type any text you want to, of course, that's up to you. It just gives you a basic layout of this slide type. Let's just add another one. Let's suppose you want to talk about the team that you have to build your product or build your company, so you can talk about the team experience, what kind of things that you know, what kind of skills you have. And let's quickly add a couple more. So let's add again after current slide. So these are different slide layouts is already seen. Let's suppose we want to have some slide about what kind of product, what kind of pieces you want to have in your product, or how it interacts with some other services on the web, for example. And let's maybe add another one, and we'll call it let's see, that we can choose either timeline or a competition. So let's click a timeline. We're going to talk about when you're going to have different kind of milestones and different projects. So that's about it. So let's just click at what we have right now. So if you start playing these presentations, we're going to get. So my company is the title. Okay, this is the animation already you've seen. It shows you different problems, kind of similar to a bullet list, and it plays itself. You see the slide layouts that already have built-in animation. So you of course can change that, but it gives you a good start. On the next one, it has also glass boxes showing up one at a time, and you see it classified by colors: development, web 2.0, and business. Again, you can change them if you want to. So this is how this slide looks like. The next slide has little moving box animation, which tells you what products or services you can operate with, can you interoperate with. And this is the timeline, so it gives you quarters, some kind of arrow for the timeline, your major product releases, milestone versions, and when do you need the investments and when you want to exit. Something like this. It's very simple, but you see, again, it gives you a good starting point for your presentation. You can play with other templates in that folder. Okay, so this is how you do it. This is how you append different slide layouts, and we'll see you next time.